In this training, we're going to focus on how to produce music from start to finish. That is the recording, the beat making, the mixing, the mastering, the vocal processing. How to produce a song from start to finish, even if you don't know anything about music. Now, before we start, I want you to know that the complete training is not done on YouTube. Okay, I will show you where to get the complete training and how to access them. I have recorded step-by-step video guide on how to completely produce a song from start to finish. So you can see I have a lot of people. Now, if you look at this group here now, you see I have a guy who is submitting the assignment, and this is where you can access the video step-by-step guide. So if you click on it, so you can see you have vocal processing, you have level 1, you have level 2. So you are going to be learning everything. So let's open level 1. So as you can see, that is me there. I'm going to be guiding you on how to, record voice, how to make the beats, how to process the vocals, how to mix, and how to master the song. So it's a complete training. You don't have to be roaming about YouTube, going from one place to the other, in search of knowledge. Okay. So, and then addition to that, I'm also going to teach you how to run Facebook ads properly, whether to get a client online in your country or outside your country. So I'm going to be teaching you how to do that. So it's a complete training that you are getting. All you just need to do is to message me on WhatsApp via the link in the description of this video when you are done watching this video. So let's go back to the training. The first thing you need to understand about music production is that music production is a knowledge, not software. Okay, so it's a software. It's just like having the pot, having rice, having all those things in the kitchen, but you cannot cook. So the first thing you need to get is the knowledge. When you get the knowledge, you'll be able to know the kind of softwares to buy. You'll be able to know the kind of equipment to buy. I've seen a lot of people do mistakes. They just go buy gears, buy expensive gears, and at the end of the day, they can't use it. They are confused. They end up selling it back at a lower price. You see that? And that is very, very frustrating. So I'm so happy that you have decided to enroll for this course there. So now let's talk about music production. What is music production? Music production is the process of arranging music in a certain way that is pleasant to the hearing using audio workstations. Now, what are audio workstations? Audio workstations are gears, tools that are used to produce music. Okay, in the olden days, people use more of physical gears like tape machine, recorders, tape recorders, and co. But in this digitalized world, we now have what we call digital audio workstations, softwares that can do those things that those physical gears can do. So we have different kind of softwares for music production. We have FL Studio, this one you are seeing here. We have Cubase, we have Pro Tools, we have Ableton, we have BandLab. There are many of them. There are 4 stages in music production that you must understand and practice. And those 4 stages are: number 1, composition. What do you do in composition? That is where you do your paperwork, just like an architect. You sketch out the plan of the building. Okay, so it is composition. That is where you determine how many backup you want to have in the song, the meaning of your lyrics. Okay, that is when you also determine how the song will sound at the end. Okay, how long the song will be, you draft it out. Then the next thing is performance collection. That is the next stage. Then that stage is where you go to the studio or you open up your digital audio workstation. You now record those things that you have composed, okay, individually. The next stage is mixing. Mixing is the 3rd stage in music production, where the individual tracks of your project is effected and balanced to meet the mixing goal. Then the last stage is mastering. That is where you effect and enhance the overall track, okay, to meet the mastering goal. Now, I've been able to demystify things so that you don't rack your brain to understand what I am explaining. Okay, so I made it that way because I know that a lot of people are new to music production and lots are still confused. Now, these 4 stages is what you'll be learning when you get the complete course. Okay, so before we finish this video, there are 5 things that you must have in a digital audio workstation before it can qualify to be called DAW. Okay, number 1, it must have mixer. This is the mixer. This is the mixer. You can see where I'm turning off and on like this. Okay, this is the mixer here. This is the mixer. Okay, now it must have where you call event column. Okay, this is event column. This is the event column. Let me minimize this. The event column is the place where you edit your voice, you edit the beat, how long the beat will be, you arrange whether here we have chorus, whether here we have the intro, whether here we have the outro, whether here we have the interlude. This is where you decide that. Now the next thing you must understand is the transport units. Okay, these are the transport units where you have your play, where you have your stop, where you have your record, where you can check the BPM, where you can activate your metronome. All these things I will be teaching you. Okay, now the next one you need to understand is the track column. Okay, there will always be a place where you add your tracks. You can see track 6, track 7. Okay, you can see track 1, track 2. Okay, the last but not the least is where you select your instrument. Some manufacturers can, place that in different places. Okay, now, but these are the major things you need to see in a software for it to be called a digital audio workstation. You can see here, this is where you can select your samples, your instruments. You can see here, you see samples, you have gospel drum kit, you have a lot of things are present in this place. You can see that. The browser. Last but not the least, you have where you can save your projects. Okay, your export, import, that is the file. So when you get the course, of course, you understand many things and many knobs and how to tweak them. Okay, so what you just need to do now is to click the link in the description of this video. You're going to see it in this. Make sure you click it. It's going to bring you to my WhatsApp. That is where we are going to, conclude, and I will get you registered.